They say diamonds are formed under pressure. A blue diamond, that's rare, even extraordinary. It's also shaped by depth, clarity, and brilliance. This is the success I like to believe in. Today, I'm about to tell you a story about a diamond in the rough and a woman who refused to make the coffee. My story starts 3 decades ago in an industry that didn't want women. They needed women. There was only 2% in the whole industry. I've gone 3 decades. That's a lot of years. And so I actually put it into sections. I had a decade of pure brilliance. Everything I touched turned to gold. I had a decade that went the other way. That's when I learnt to be brave. And then I had a decade of rebuilding my life, which I call bold. You see, back in the day, my reason for never making the coffee was very simple. I was only young. I was only in my early 20s. But if you're serving that coffee, you're not sitting at the table where you want to be, where you want to be making those decisions. Out of those 3 decades, there is one common strength that I recognised, and it's pressure. Pressure will introduce you to yourself. And that in itself will bring you a new way of being brilliant. Because pressure doesn't ask you when's a good time. It doesn't ask you, is it appropriate now? What it does ask you and knocks on your door is, can you do what the world says you can't? And out of that is where you step into and shape your brilliance. Because brilliance isn't made in the comfort zone. It's made under pressure. The times you want to give up, the times of silence in your failures, and you still choose to rise. That's dealing with pressure to bring out your brilliance. You can't have pressure without clarity. Clarity will also bring you your why. I knew my why when I started Blue Diamond Property Group. Blue Diamond wasn't just a business. It was a declaration of what I needed to do. I go out, I find the suburbs that are about to be created. But out of that wasn't my why. My why wasn't just building properties for future suburbs. My why was the community. Because community actually shapes lives. They dream, they laugh. And then community was one of my reasons of being a founding director of Forever Giving Foundation. Once you know your why and you are actually on that path of why, then you know why you're walking it. From your why of clarity is your depth. Your depth comes from who you are. I'm a proud Walwan Wiradjuri woman. Every part of me, when I step into a boardroom, I take with me my culture, my strength, my dreams. That's what depth's about. Depth's not about the transactions. Depth is about what you do for the community, which then leads you into the impact of brilliance. I have been in boardrooms that do billion-dollar deals. I'm in boardrooms that make major decisions for industry leaders. I'm asked for my advice. That's not the accolades. The accolades are the community. It's about inspiration. And the inspiration is the person sitting next to you. It's the person who is looking from you with admiration from afar for what you have done. It's about the future generation of leaving your legacy. I ask you, what's your pressure? What's your clarity? What's your depth? What's your brilliance? Because we're all diamonds in the making. Rare, resilient, and radiant. So I ask you, what kind of diamond are you becoming?